In a world in which so much is wrong, can we live in hope instead of despair? Would it surprise you that over 2,000 years ago, David wrote a poem about this very topic? One in which he says, yes, we can. In this video, we will explore this first by reading the simple, not shallow, studied interpretation of Psalm 11, and then by sharing 4 things that impressed me in this reading. You might want to buckle up. Here we go. Now, my name is Charles Yerkes, and this is the Simple, Not Shallow YouTube channel. And the whole purpose of this channel is to help you relate to the Bible by helping it come alive, one reading at a time. And if you like what you hear, please click that like and subscribe buttons, and then make sure to tag that little gray bell icon to tell YouTube that you want to be notified each time a new video is posted. And thank you. And I would like to take just a second to thank everyone who has been watching my videos so far. This has meant a lot to me. Thank you very, very much. And if you have any suggestions as to what you would like to see or how I could improve this channel for you, please let me know in the comments section below. And again, thank you for watching. So, how can we live in hope rather than in despair over all that is going wrong in the world? Well, let's begin by reading the simple, not shallow, studied interpretation of Psalm 11. I take refuge in the Lord. So how will you say to me, hastily, like a bird, fly away? For behold, the wicked have bent the bow, they have notched the arrow and taken aim, this in order to shoot from the darkness at the upright in heart. The foundations of our society are in ruins. So what can the righteous achieve? Our Lord is in his temple. Our Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes will see everything, and a flashing glance from his eyes will put the sons of men to the test. It will search them through and through. See, our Lord will put to the test both the righteous and the wicked. And his very soul hates the loving of violence and ruthlessness. Well, his judgment will fall upon the wicked like coals of burning fire and brimstone, raining down upon them, and a scorching whirlwind will be their allotment. For our Lord is righteous, and he loves loyalty, honesty, and righteous conduct. It is the honest, just, and upright who will enter his presence, see his face, and experience his favor. Now, the first thing that impressed me is that David's situation is very similar to our own. The foundations of our society are in ruins. So what can the righteous achieve? Does that sound familiar? It does to me too. And every time we turn around, things simply get worse. So thing number 2. Okay, that just made me feel like I'm in a Dr. Seuss book. Thing number 2. Anyway, the second thing is the calmness of David's answer. See, his answer is both calm and well balanced. The first thing he does is to say that he takes refuge in the Lord. So why should he run away? What hope, what certainty, and what trust. See, here is a man who knows his God. But what does he know? See, impressive thing number 3 is that he is very specific in telling us why he has this hope. In fact, there are 3 parts to this third thing where he spells this out. First is that God is aware of what is going on. He is active, involved, and aware. Second, God acts in fairness. See, he measures each person individually according to the choices each individual has made. And he will honor those choices. And third, the outcomes of each individual will be the result of their own choices, not the result of anyone else's, nor of an arbitrary thought on God's part. For the wicked, the result of their choices will be like burning coals to them, like a scorching wind. And for the righteous, the result of their choices will be being in His presence, experiencing His favor. Now there's an interesting thought. That, as it is only the choice to pursue a relationship with God that leads to His presence and favor, the choosing to not pursue this relationship will lead to not being in His presence or experiencing His favor. And that is what will be like burning coals and like a scorching wind. Now that is intriguing. Anyway, like David, we can know this will happen. I mean, yes, today we understand this a little differently than David did, but it will happen. Now, if you'd like to hear more about that, then ask me in the comments section below, and I'll make a video talking about that. But for now, I simply want to share the fourth thing that has impressed me, which comes from the answer to the question of how did David come to have so much trust in God? See, thing number 4 is that this answer is found in the first 10 Psalms that we've already looked at. In a nutshell, it comes from living a life actively engaged in loving God, one in which the resulting relationship is proven time and time and time again. Oh, now keep watching, for I'm going to compare this trust to courage, and then mention just a couple of examples that I have found in the first 10 Psalms as examples of where I found these answers. Here we go. See, this kind of trust, this kind of hope, is kind of like courage. Courage is built in steps before a crisis arrives. If you have no courage before it arrives, you will have none when it does. True, a crisis may show the depths of your courage, depths that you never dreamed existed. But, and here's the thing, but it must exist in the first place, or there will be no depths to reveal. So too with trust. If you have it, you may come to learn its true depths in a crisis. But if you do not have it, all you will do is panic and despair. And, you may ask, how is this hope and trust built? All right. Examples from the Psalms. First, it is built by musing on our Lord and His words, His teachings, both day and night, by becoming that tree that is planted by the channel of water, from Psalm 1. Next, it is built by talking to Him as the psalmists consistently do, as seen in Psalms 3 through 10. I mean, the psalmist is always talking to God about everything. Which is third, the point number 3, by being honest with God, talking to Him about the negatives as well as the positives, your failings as well as your praises and thanks and requests. That's from Psalms 3 through 10 as well. And it is built by remembering and sharing all that He has done for you to this point, which is found in Psalms 4 and Psalm 9. Oh, and when I mention God acting in fairness and honoring choices, that is also from our earlier Psalms, Numbers 5, 7, 9, and 10 to be exact, just in case you were wondering. So, it would seem that the importance of building an active relationship with God cannot be overstated, at least in terms of our ability to live in hope and avoid despair. Or I should say, especially in terms of our ability to live in hope and avoid despair. Well, what do you think? Isn't it wonderful how the Bible is very applicable to our daily lives? Now, did this raise any questions for you? I would love to hear what you have to say. So please tell me in the comment section below, Also, if you like this video, please click that like and subscribe buttons. And after you click that little subscribe button, make sure to tag that little gray bell icon that pops up, and this will keep you informed each time a new video is posted. Thank you. And until next time, love simply, love wisely, and love well, for that is where excitement and meaning in life dwell.